you know, unification, right? I know we last talked Big Bro first to Tank, right? And then, or is it
whoever? I told Tank. Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these guys that everybody in the world know that ain't gonna give him no fight. They not mentally there. You know what I mean? They might have a little skills here and there, but mentally wise, they not gonna be able to keep it up that whole fight. And them two guys right there, you know what I mean, is gonna be the ones that, you know, give him his first.
What happens when boxing's sharpest technician stands alongside the sport's biggest star and a third fighter suddenly interrupts? This wasn't just another press conference. It was Terence "Bud" Crawford appearing with Canelo Alvarez at a major media event. Two legends showing respect to one another. But the spotlight quickly shifted when Gervonta "Tank" Davis arrived uninvited, and the atmosphere turned tense. Crawford didn't hold back. He warned Tank directly, saying he had crossed the line. And when Crawford delivers a warning, it's more than talk, it's serious. So let's go over exactly what unfolded at this event, and why Crawford believes Tank went too far.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
So here's the setup. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford were at a press conference to build excitement for a possible super fight. Imagine it, the Mexican king of boxing against the undefeated pound-for-pound master from Omaha. A matchup that once seemed impossible is now close enough to spark real conversation. Cameras were flashing, the media packed the venue, and Crawford was enjoying the spotlight, something unusual for him since he usually lets his performances speak for themselves. But then, out of nowhere, Gervonta Davis arrived.
How could you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because they're smaller, they know how to move and stuff like that. But this guy is great at what he do. And another thing, bro.
At first, people assumed Tank was simply there to observe. But once he began approaching Crawford's team, whispering comments, flashing sly smiles at the cameras, and pulling attention away from the event, it was obvious this wasn't by chance. Tank came with the clear intention of making a scene.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Tank, question for you.
You're a proud father.
According to those present, Tank caught Crawford off guard. Crawford had just stepped away from the stage for a short break when Tank slipped in, trying to make his presence known. There were no cameras in that hallway, but witnesses said the atmosphere was tense. Truth is, this tension had been building for a while. For months, Tank has been throwing out hints, acting like he could move up in weight and take out anyone, even the best at 147. And when fans started mentioning Crawford's name, Tank didn't back down. If anything, he leaned right into the challenge.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Crawford wasn't the kind to let that pass. As soon as Tank's name began coming up in discussions, he pushed back, making it clear that Tank's record didn't measure up. In Crawford's view, Tank had never faced anyone close to his caliber. That's where the spark turned into fire.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
Nah, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
Not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And What champ? Come on, man. Tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at. All right, I'll welcome him.
Then came the Ring Magazine Gala, a night that changed everything. Tank wasn't even invited, but Crawford commanded the spotlight. When reporters asked about Tank's absence, Crawford didn't hold back. That's when the light jabs turned into serious shots. Now Tank is ready to step into the ring with the main man. But here's the truth. Tank Davis is undersized when matched against Terence Crawford.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47, though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why, though?
Because I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Let's not forget, Crawford is already taking on a huge risk by moving up to fight Canelo. That's stepping into the ring with a much bigger, stronger opponent who can use his size to push him around. For Tank to throw himself into that same conversation, it looks like a mismatch waiting to happen.
We talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
This is boxing, and size counts. Not in every matchup, but at the elite level, every pound makes a difference. Crawford's speed and skill might give him a chance against Canelo, but Tank against Crawford, let alone Canelo, would be giving up far too much.
Raphael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, he's trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Mm-hmm. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled.
Not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
One thing about Crawford is he doesn't play the fake beef game. He's not Floyd, he's not Ryan Garcia, and he doesn't stir up drama just to get attention. So when he looked Tank in the eye and said, "You messed up," it wasn't an act. It was personal.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Remember, Crawford grew up fighting in the streets of Omaha. He's been shot at, counted out, and has beaten every opponent put in front of him. When he delivers a warning, it comes from real experience.
When you say, "I want Canelo," is there anybody in the camp that would say, "You're not ready for this"?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, "Oh man, you will whoop his ass."
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo.
I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Now let's not forget the elephant in the room, Canelo Alvarez. This press conference was supposed to be about him and Crawford. They were the main attractions. But once Tank showed up, the headlines flipped. Social media stopped buzzing about Crawford versus Canelo and started debating Crawford versus Tank. And if there's one thing clear about Canelo, it's that he doesn't like sharing the spotlight.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost.
Let's not forget who came out on top in the war of words between Tank and Bud, Terence Crawford. And it all ties back to Tank versus Roach. Gervonta Davis losing to Lamont Roach wasn't just a rough night. It sent shockwaves through the entire boxing world.
Clearly in there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
The turning point came in round 9. That's when Roach caught Tank off guard, landed a clean combination, and the arena exploded. Fans jumped to their feet, stunned as they realized they were witnessing the unthinkable. It should have been scored a knockdown. Roach clipped Tank clean, and his glove touched the canvas, but the referee waved it off. Still, the crowd saw what really happened. Roach was sharper, hungrier, and outworking Tank. He earned that victory. Terence Crawford didn't waste a second twisting the knife. On live TV, Bud called the knockdown legit, said Roach was robbed, and outright claimed Tank had been exposed. He piled on with shots at Tank, calling him overhyped and under-delivering. And the toughest part for Tank, he can't fire back. The boxing world saw it happen, and instead of defending him, they're calling him out.
I could have stopped him. It's me. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, But gotta go to the gym and, get back to the drawing board and, train a little harder.
His reputation just suffered one of the biggest blows of his career. And maybe that's why a fight with Bud isn't just hype anymore. It's become a must. Not long ago, Gervonta Tank Davis was viewed as the most dangerous man in boxing, the guy everyone avoided. But fast forward to now, and the story feels very different.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah,
he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Instead of chasing the most dangerous names in his division, Tank is talking about Jake Paul fights and easy money events. Sure, the payday is massive, but fans can't ignore that the hunger, the killer instinct, seems to be fading. It feels like he's more focused on fame and fast cash than building the legacy he once looked destined for. And that's the real downfall. Tank doesn't look like the same fighter who used to step into the ring and freeze opponents with just a stare. Now he seems distracted, mentally checked out, and almost bored with the sport that made him.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
The aura of fear that once defined Tank is fading fast. If he keeps chasing YouTube bouts instead of real opponents like Shakur or Crawford, history won't remember him as the monster he used to be. Just another fighter who cashed out too soon. If Tank truly wants to protect what's left of his legacy, the target isn't Crawford. It's Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is in his division, undefeated, slick, and right now he's the matchup fans genuinely want.
Gun to your head, when are we gonna see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one.
Bad. Like, if we were like gonna be for real about it, like,
keep it honest. What's the fight?
My opinion, because we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right?
Yeah.
Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what.
Yeah.
We talking about like all around.
They can do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
Me and Tank the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
135?
35, 40, I don't know. I can see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah. I think Tank will sign that contract. Dang. And I'm going to sign a contract too, so it's like,
you're gonna get it on.
Yeah.
Beating Shakur would rebuild Tank's credibility and show he still deserves a spot at the top. Avoiding that fight, while chasing bigger names like Crawford, only makes it seem like he's dodging the real smoke in his own division.
Tank is the face of boxing, and he get a lot of knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you, 9 times out of 10, you gonna go down. That's his ability.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like, punches come my way, I know how to get away from them at any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter, but I'm special in my own right too.
So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.